So I am beyond privileged to be sitting here with Gloria Gaynor. So I have to ask you, so you were performing in front of a bunch of real estate agents. How did that differ from your normal crowd?
Well, it really was quite different because, normally I'm performing for an audience that has paid to see the show, and, they have a lot of fun and they dance around and they sing along and all that. Normally, with any kind of a business audience, a corporate show, the audiences kind of stay laid back and they just sit there and they watch, and people are looking to make sure their bosses don't think they're crazy, and the bosses are looking to make sure that their employees don't think they're nuts. And so it's kind of stayed. But this audience was very lively and very appreciative and very responsive, and we had a lot of fun. It was great. It was really great.
I myself danced a lot, so I thank you so much for your time. And so you have so many hits, and I think a lot of what you sing has to be for the people, but is there a song that you sing for yourself?
When I perform, I'm always performing for my audience, but I always make sure that there's songs that I like as well, because I know that if the people on stage are having fun, the audience will have fun as well. So we can't be up there performing songs we hate. So I just don't do songs I don't like.
That's fair. And before you go on, do you have any rituals that you like to do?
Well, I always have tea and honey before I perform. I try not to talk too much, really kind of difficult. And I drink lots of water, lubricate and hydrate throughout the day. And steam my throat if actually right now I have bronchitis. And so I've been taking medication and steaming my throat and doing salt water baths for my vocal cords and things like that.
Wow. Well, nobody could tell today, so amazing. Is there one point in your career, one magical moment that you remember most out of everything so far?
Probably the most memorable moment in my career was when I won the Grammy for I Will Survive. That was absolutely amazing. It's something that every singer strives for. And I did it. It was great.
And I have to tell you, I think just as a woman, that song has just given me so much empowerment, and I think so many people all over have just felt so empowered. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I've been told that quite a bit. Hence, I wrote a book called We Will Survive, which is 50 stories of fans, friends, families, members that have suffered different traumas in their lives and have overcome, gained hope, encouragement, empowerment from that song.
Wow, that's amazing that you wrote that. So, yeah, 50 stories you said? Mm-hmm. That's amazing. I'm going to have to put that on my wish list and actually maybe give that away for some holiday gifts this year. Wonderful. And my last question for you is, how do you remain looking so young all the time?
Jeans and Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
So give me some Jeans and Jesus.
So instrumental in my looks, really, because I don't worry. Worry makes wrinkles and dry skin and inflammation and all that stuff, and I don't have all of that because of him. I've even done something to share that with the public. I've done a new album that's going to be coming out next year. So hopefully it will share my faith to the point where people will be able to see it in their appearance, in their, that their hair isn't thinning out anymore and their skin isn't drying out anymore, and all those kinds of things from the hope and encouragement that they get from that album.
That's wonderful. Can you give us any hints about the album? Any extras?
Well, it's what we call roots gospel, and it's kind of hailing back to the beginnings of gospel music and bringing that into modern time. And I'm jaded. I mean, I love it. And I'm just hoping that my public will love it as well.
And when is that coming out?
It's coming out in March, I believe, of next year, along with a line of merchandise that I'm really, really pleased to be doing, because it's I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor, and it's going to be first this year, near the end of this year, on a website. And on the website will be a charity-driven website whereby the buyer can donate to the charity of their choice. With every purchase that they make, proceeds, part of the proceeds will go to the charity of the buyer's choice. So we're very pleased about that. We're going to have all kinds of souvenir type items in the beginning. The next year we'll move into clothing, jackets, and we'll start out with t-shirts and souvenir type items, and then we'll go into clothing, jackets, and some kind of slick stuff.
Wow, and I think that's amazing because so many times people want to give back, but they're so concerned if it's not exactly what they want to do. And all of that rolls out, you said, in March?
Yes.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Clips from this episode, along with other exclusive content from Metropolitan Magazine, are accessible worldwide by visiting metromagazine.nyc.